This story made me laugh, so I'm going to give it to you in hopes that it makes you laugh. Like I said, I wish I was a better person, but there are scars in me that you can't necessarily see of what took place in the 2016 election. And as such, every so often, I get jollies out of the Clintons having a rough day of it. You cheated my guy, I get to have a little bit of fun at your expense. So the Clintons are kicking off a 13-day Give Us Money tour. This tour, for the most part, you can imagine they're just going to trash Trump. And Hillary Clinton is going to talk about why it wasn't her fault that she lost a reality show host and something about the Russians, etc., etc. The script writes itself. They are taking payment for this, and it's in comical fashion. Apparently, the public doesn't want to see the Clintons. The public is not interested in that level of discourse and dialogue, and the Clintons are facing essentially empty arenas. Now, just so we're clear on this, take a look at this. Take a look at this, because I want to show a contrast here. All right, this is a Trump rally when they were campaigning for Ted Cruz. Now, nobody is showing up for Ted Cruz in this fashion. These people are here for Donald Trump. Take a look at this. Look at the crowds. Now, with crowds this large, you're talking about tens of thousands of people coming to see Donald Trump. Take a look at Clinton's audiences. Those seats, look at all the empty seats. They're still getting paid, so it is what it is. But God, I make the joke often that Donald Trump is filling stadiums and Clinton couldn't fill an outhouse of an outhouse. Well, apparently I wasn't that far from the truth. Take a look at the story itself, just so we're clear on the story. This one is not going to be long. Having seen donations to their foundation collapse 90%. Yeah, the donations to the Clinton Foundation collapsed 90% once they weren't in a position to actually do anything for those donations. Pay for play. If it was really about, oh, we just care about the people, we just want to help and all this other stuff, then those donations would have kept going regardless of whether or not Clinton or Bill was in any kind of political situation where they could do anything about it. The fact that the donations dropped to some degree lends evidence to people were expecting favors for those donations, and when they could not get those favors, they stopped giving those donations. It was quid pro quo. Places a slush fund. The White House, the Clintons decided a 13-city paid speaking tour was in order to scrape together some coin. I love that. Unfortunately, as the image above shows, the supposed power couple draw is starting to fade, as the Daily Mail reports that just 3,300 tickets were sold in Scotsbank Arena in downtown Toronto, which holds 19,800 people. Jesus Christ. Nobody wanted to go to see that. As President Clinton tours the nation in front of tens of thousands of people and fans, Clintons face 83% empty seats in the Canadian Hockey Arena, as it seems fewer North Americans want to hear the whining scapegoatery. So Bill Clinton says the country, has compromised its moral leadership. Of course, he's going to say that. This guy was considered a rapist, or is suspected to be a rapist, and they're talking about him giving his moral leadership. Fair enough. The former president apologized for Trump's angry clash with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Fair enough. But the Trump bashing had to wait a few minutes as Hillary suffered return of her coughing fit that so enlivened the 2016 campaign. As the American Thinker points out, while 3,300 tickets were sold at prices ranging from $53 to over $200, still yields a healthy payday even after expenses, though the optics are terrible, which is something even loyal Democrats and CNN are pointing out. I love this. Even CNN points out that, oh my God, this optics look horrible, because ultimately you have empty stadium where the Clintons going to speak. Yep, that burns. That burns. Guess who else is filling stadiums? One Mr. Bernie Sanders. And while energy seems to be gathering behind him, and the stuff that the left wants to do. At the very least, it seems to be accruing around some identity of sorts. Empty stadiums for the Clintons. God, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. It makes me smile. It makes me smile. Wish I was a better person, but I'm not. You cheated my guy. And so I get to make fun of you. That's my rule. And the rule only exists with me. But that's my rule. I'll end this here. All right, guys. If you enjoy the content, please consider assisting the content through Patreon or PayPal. Thanks all.